channel, Button and Pip. Thank you for coming along, and also thank you to everybody that has made some really lovely comments on my last videos on my makes. It was a mad month actually, and I didn't realise how much I'd sewn until I sat down that day and actually did my video. So it was really nice actually to see everything kind of put together in one place, and it was just a really lovely month, and it's kind of spurred me on actually this month. I've been really busy already. Now that's one of the reasons why I've popped on today actually. I want to talk about a particular make that I've managed to do this month already in May, and I kind of didn't want to wait until the end of May to show you. And I put a photo up and I've had some really lovely comments about it, and it seems to be a pattern of the moment. Everybody seems to be making it. So let me first of all tell you what the pattern is. Let me show you. So this is the Deer and Doe Sirocco Jumpsuit. And as soon as it came out, I knew I wanted to make it, and I knew that I wanted to make it for this. And I'm going to a wedding in June over in Ireland, and I knew that that was the outfit that I wanted to make. So I tried everywhere to find it, and it just sold out ridiculously quick. So what I did is I downloaded the PDF pattern, and I got it printed out at Pattern-C. It comes in these lovely envelopes. Now I know they've had a few difficulties actually with their pattern service, because I think somebody shared it over in America about this, and they just can't keep up with demand. So unless you've actually used Pattern-C before, unfortunately I don't think you can use them, but there's loads of other copy shop companies out there. So I used to stick them together, A4 sheets, but then I found it really difficult to fold, and it took forever to stick together, and then the sellotape came off and the glue. So now I just do it a copy shop, and I got it. And this is actually from Pattern-C. It is actual tissue paper, so it's perfect. So yeah, I finally got hold of it, PDF, got it printed off. Within days of it actually coming, I'd already cut it out, and I had this fabric in mind. So this fabric, if you look back on my last video, I spoke about this. It's from Colville Fabrics, and it's scuba. Now I've never ever sewn with scuba before, and I'm always a bit nervous about buying scuba unless I can actually feel it, because sometimes it feels really like wetsuity. But in actual fact, this is actually really lightweight, and it's not going to feel too thick for a summer make. Also, it's perfect because there is no ironing, so it's going to be brilliant. So I'm going over to a wedding over in Ireland in June, and we're flying in the morning, and the wedding is at 1 o'clock. So our flight's at 8 o'clock in the morning, so it is a mad rush. And this is going to be perfect because I don't need to iron it, so it's a win-win outfit. Let me jump up again. So it is a wrap, but it's not really a wrap. It's a crossover, I'd call it, jumpsuit with a waistband and some really good pockets and these pleats here. Now it also comes with the shorts version. I'm not sure I'd make it actually as a play suit. I quite like my play suits to be sort of baggy, whereas this is quite fitting, so I'm not sure I would. Now I know I've looked online, and I know a lot of people struggled with this pattern with the amount of stretch that we needed to actually have. And I think the first time they released it, they said something like 40% stretch, but now they say 60% stretch. That's because there is no openings whatsoever, and to get in, you need to get this waistband over your hips. So it is a little bit of a wiggle, and then to pull these up and over. And I don't know, how much stretch has this got, would you say? It's a fair amount of stretch, but it's not super stretchy. And I think if I'd gone down a size, or I think I might have struggled to actually get into it if I'd not sized right. So the sizing that I did was a 38, which is a size 10 equivalent. And I've made a doing doe patterns before, and I did a size 40 last time. And because that was what my measurements actually say, and I had to take quite a lot in. So I've sort of learnt from that, and I did a 38. And I thought, because I want it kind of slim fitting, if it is on the tight side, I'm fine with it. So it's come out really well. Now, one thing that I really struggled with this pattern is the seam allowance. Now, what am I talking about? Deer and Doe, the pattern company, are a French company, which are metric. Now, they put their seam allowance into inches, into imperial, and that just really confuses me. So I think it's 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. For some reason, I kept going to 5/8, 3/8, 5/8, 3/8. So there are a few places where my seam allowance is different, and I don't know whether that would have the overall effect or difference on the fitting. I'm not too sure. Maybe next time, if I make this pattern and I'm more consistent, I might just go for a 1 centimetre seam allowance actually. And if I'm more consistent with my seam allowance, I'll probably get a better representation of what the fit would actually be. But I have overlocked all my seams. So where I had a little bit of tightness over on this waistband, because this waistband actually comes up quite high, what I did do is, once I'd tried it on and felt it a little bit snug, I actually undid my stitching. So the only thing that's holding that waistband together in actual fact is the overlocker thread. So fingers crossed that that won't split, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, the pleat detail is actually a really beautiful detail, and this is the one bit that I got really confused with, the trousers. So they're folded pleats, there's no darts, and then folded pleats here. And for some reason, one kept folding the other way, and I was getting really confused. So that was a little bit of a mind boggle to get around. But eventually I sorted it. Now, some people feel that it sort of accentuates, and it kind of does, because there's a bit of a bag in here, and that's where I've kind of got a little bit of a mum-tum. So, and I can understand why some people might not go for this pattern because of those folds there. But in actual fact, I don't think it accentuates, and I've seen so many people with this of all different sizes, and I don't think it ever pulls my eye to that area. I think it actually really flatters it, if you can see. I think because you've got the pockets as well, your eye is kind of drawn that way. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Now, I'll put some pictures up as well while I've been talking. I probably have already, of me wearing it full length and also walking around. The legs, they are tapered, but I'm wondering, do you think I could get away with maybe tapering it a little bit more? Because I've not bought my shoes actually for the wedding yet, and I'm thinking maybe some silver shoes might be quite nice with this. So I was wondering whether I should actually take in, maybe I should wait until actually I get the shoes. That might be more useful. But yeah, it is an ankle length. But yeah, I don't think I would ever go for the shorts, because I've got some other jumpsuits, play suits, that I kind of like those patterns for play suits, whereas this is a perfect pattern for a jumpsuit. So yeah, I just really wanted to show everybody this pattern, because you know when you've found a make that just, as you're cutting out, you're like, this is going to be lovely. As you're making it, you're just thinking, yes, I can't wait. And then that first time you put it on, after you've finished the last seam, sorry, it just, I just love that feeling. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I love sewing. And it kind of empowering, sorry about that, kind of empowering to be able to take something that once upon a time was a flat piece of material and make it up and do the most amazing things with it. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Oh, anyway, I'm going to try and get some photos when I go over to the wedding in this, and I'm not sure actually how to do my hair, whether to curl it. And I was thinking, do I go hat or do I go a fascinator? I haven't been to a wedding, actual fact. How many years? Must be about 7 or 8 years. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm thinking maybe a fascinator. I've got to sort it all out because it is, like I say, it's going to be a mad rush. We're going to pick up the hire car and quickly run over to the church, and we don't get our hotel room till after the church service. So, oh dear me. Anyway, thank you ever so much for popping along today. I hope if you're looking at maybe making this, it's really helped you. I just say go for it. I absolutely love this pattern. Look at me, I'm sitting here with my hands in my pockets. Good pockets on it too. But yeah, absolutely love it, and I just can't wait to wear it. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.